Hi, welcome to learnhowtogarden.com, and in today's episode on the 10-Minute Gardener, what we're doing is cropping the parsnips that we sowed much earlier in the year. If you're not already subscribed to me at Learn How to Garden, there is a link below this film. Click on that, takes you to the website, and on the website you get the details of all the courses we run at Learn How to Garden, our free monthly newsletter, and all the other bits of information that we don't put out on the normal aggregators. Parsnips are one of those things you really have to love to grow. These were sown last February, March, and it's actually Boxing Day. And I'm digging these parsnips up so that we can have them with our lunch. And as you can see, there's really nothing left in the bed now. Most of the growth has died down. We've got one or two tiny little bits of green. And all we've done really with this bed is keep it fairly weed free and not fed it at all. And if you remember, we planted these in stations and we put 2 or 3 seeds in each station. And what I want to show you here is that we've actually grown 3 parsnips, and we've got 3 here, 1 here. And they're not the world's biggest parsnips, but what they are really sweet, juicy parsnips. And by growing them in 3s, the actual total weight, if you like, of these 3 would be more than a single parsnip. What this also shows you is this is called forking. Occasionally you get this if the bed is slightly too rich. Again, we can quite easily use the top of this parsnip, but if you compare it to the ones that were grown with it that haven't forked, you've got quite a large overall crop from the parsnips. So I'll just dig the parsnips out of this bed to show you what we've got in a couple of rows. You don't really need to get them out of the bed. The longer they stay there, you know, they'll be quite happy in this bed until you want to crop them. But it is the sort of thing that if you're going to grow parsnips, it's a long commitment. If you don't have a lot of space, I'd say don't grow them, because they do take up the bed for nearly a year. So it's the sort of thing that you want to be certain you have the space and the time to let them grow. I do think they're much sweeter than the ones you buy from the shops, and they actually do improve by getting a bit of frost on them. That's probably enough for the people we've got coming around today for lunch. I'll just wash a couple off so you can see. So they're not a bad size. They smell beautifully fresh, like everything you grow yourself. That's the main thing. They will taste very different to what you buy, and they'll be much fresher. A lot more sugars available in these parsnips. When they get frosted, the starch in them gets slightly sweeter. As well as roasting them, my other favourite thing to do with them in the winter is I do a ginger and parsnip soup. I'll put the recipe for that on the website, and that really is a hearty, warming soup. So think about them. Do I have enough space to dedicate 9 months of the actual space to growing a single crop? If you do, well worth growing. Thanks a lot for watching Learn How to Garden.